I used to think I needed more motivation, more time, more energy, more discipline. I didn't. What I needed was systems. My life only started to move forward when I stopped trying to fix myself and instead built systems that run in the background while working a 9 to 5 and having a 3-hour commute. And so today I'm breaking down the 4 systems that changed everything. And none of these were built overnight either. None of them are extreme even. But together, they completely changed the trajectory of my life. So let's start with the one that most people struggle with. If you think you don't have time to improve your life, you're probably leaking it. And for a while there, I said the exact same thing. Oh, I have a 9 to 5, but I'm also trying to hit the gym, and I'm also trying to do meal prep, and I'm also trying to do family stuff and hang out with friends and have a social life. The list just went on. It felt impossible to do more, but the issue wasn't a lack of time. It was unmanaged time. So instead of complaining about how busy I was, I decided to take matters into my own hands and build myself this wonderful system. And this starts by auditing your time. I built a weekly structure that contains my work and my sleep hours. Those are non-negotiables. They have to be there. My exercise hours, my social hours, and my time to myself, because that is equally as important as doing everything else to excel you into the future. And as a result, everything had a place. Yes, it was a little more rigid than I had previously expected, but it worked. And if you want to start today, you have to be intentional with that time. But it doesn't have to be daunting. I just want you to track your downtime for 7 days. Track your scrolling, track your movie time, track the time where you seem to just drift away from what's going on. And once you become consciously aware of this, you'll realize you have way more time than you thought. It's just unassigned. And once I implemented this, it became extremely clear that it is all possible. To work a 9 to 5, have a 3-hour commute, exercise 4 to 5 times weekly, and still have a social life and have downtime for myself, it is possible. I always joke that it's because I'm superhuman, but it's just that I stopped letting time decide for me. And the greatest part about discovering this in my early 20s is that I've now set myself up for success in life. My finances are doing better, my exercise is doing a lot better, I'm able to manage more on a daily and weekly basis. It's all compounding and it doesn't feel scarce anymore, but it's strategic. Most people aren't tired, but they're decision fatigued. When I was younger, especially in my university years, I had way too many choices, way too many options. What should I wear? What should I eat? What did this person think? Where should I go tonight? What am I doing later? There were just so many things that were in, out, in, out, in, out, and I just was in chaos. And when everything becomes optional, nothing is consistent, and that was ruining my life. So as somebody who loves having a little bit of structure, actually a lot of structure in my life, I had to start making decisions in advance. Pre-planning my weeks, pre-planning my meals. What am I going to hit each day of the week at the gym? And it all comes down to doing the tasks before I had time to negotiate with myself. Because the truth that I had to accept is that my goals are way larger than my temporary feelings. So, when you can remove a daily choice, always do so. And to start down this path, just start small. Pick one daily decision that happens frequently. So if something happens multiple times in 1 week, give it a default. An example of this would be having the same breakfast 3 days a week, having your clothes planned for the entire week. And as you build confidence in that system, expand it. Start sending it to other areas of your life and see how that works out for you. It's less thinking and more executing. And for the past 2 years, this system has allowed me to pursue multiple goals while having a full-time job. And the best part is that I wake up every day knowing exactly who I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. There's no guesswork. The structure decides, and that keeps momentum rolling. Personally, this one is my favorite. This is where everything began for me, but you cannot build your dream life in a tired body. If you feel sluggish, tired, unmotivated, anxious, unable to produce, it is hard to execute at such a high level. In the grand scheme of things, health is not about the aesthetics, it's about functionality. And how well you can perform on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis depends on the structures that you have in place. And for me, my health system changes almost seasonally. Right now, I'm rocking about 4 to 5 days in the gym and 1 to 2 runs per week. But previously, when I was marathon training, it was heavier on the runs, 3 to 4 runs per week and 2 to 3 gym workouts per week. Many people get this confused, but the key isn't the exact split itself, but rather doing everything consistently. Have you scheduled these workouts, and do you show up every single time? That is the only thing you have to worry about. And to start your journey down this path, you just have to ask yourself, how many days a week can you move your body? And then decide the exact day and the exact time, write it down, and show up. Build up the identity, and then increase the volume. You do not rise to the level of your goals, but rather fall to the level of your systems. That is a quote from the book Atomic Habits. Fantastic read. Go check it out. And since building this system, I can confidently say that I, 1, have more energy, 2, have built better discipline, 3, I have more confidence. And what might surprise you the most is number 4, an increased amount of focus and drive for external work. Fake gym bros will hate me for this, but recently I have come to the strong conclusion that having a cardio, some sort of endurance exercise, mixed with weight training is the most ideal way to continue your training. Of course, this is just my opinion. Create your own, experiment, build your system, and try it out your way. You can make $1 million and still be broke. Do you like money? I like money. Do you want more money? I also want more money. But most people don't even have a system to control their money. And that's why money controls them. And without this structure, spending is increased, usually along with lifestyle creep. Your savings is sporadic, and investing is delayed or non-existent. Now, I wish I automated my finances a little bit earlier at the age of 18 instead of 21, because wealth is built by consistency. But after a couple years of figuring this out, I now have maxed out my emergency fund, I am investing consistently, and I am more confident in my finances than ever before. Every paycheck I now receive has a purpose. My income is allocated exactly how I want, and that is to improve my stability and growth. But you only need to start with 2 accounts, an investment account and a high yield savings account. Then you decide what percentage of my paycheck should be paid to my future self. Even if you can only do 15 to 20%, everything counts. Imagine where you would be if you could put away 25 to 40% of your paycheck. That's what I wish I understood years ago. If you have made it this far, comment 2026 down below. Let me know which system you are going to implement first. These are the systems that got my life together. Without motivation, there's no cheat code. It is a little bit of work, yes, but it works. And I'm excited to see where this takes me in the next 1, 5, and even 10 years. Build one, run it for 90 days, build another, do the same thing, and let it repeat. Anyways, that's it from you guys. Take care.